today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the underway on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 8 catches, 63 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Wentz going to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Cincinnati.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
49-yard line. A gain of 15. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Burrow on play action. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down. It's Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 59 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18, the 40. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. On the return, Williams. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down now, it's Hines. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. The kick early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up second and
on second down. It's Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
second and 10.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Third down.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run on first down. Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Third down.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. at their own 21.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Wentz now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Brought down at the 30.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
For exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
27 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain on the play.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, it's Elliott. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The carry.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number 1.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe for the run. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Now Burrow loses the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And he's got this down to the 35. So that would have been something from the... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. 14. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
Play action. It's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
is Muhammad. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow, escaping the pressure right.
9-yard line.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. It's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20.
He's running.
All the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Rodgers on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now Indianapolis is set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's taken in by Higgins.
Burrow's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Burrow. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Number 25, Marlon.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Eli Hilton, incomplete. Eli.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He may try and run. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
By Cincinnati.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll run it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now Burrow sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds it deep.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And long.
This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wentz, he'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He can run for it. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. He's got Burton here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow rolling to his right, and his throw is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Here's Burrow.
4th down.
And this is caught at the 8.
Burrows.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 20-yard touchdown. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Cincinnati defense now. They get ready for the next possession. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him. And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. They find some open field here. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catch.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Corey Willis. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Once again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And it's a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 37-yard.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.